Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel, where today I'm playing with two different palettes to do this pretty pinky smoky eyeshadow look. I dipped first into the Sigma Alice in Wonderland palette for some of the mattes, and then I grabbed the Adept Plain Jane palette, which was gifted by a subscriber, for some really pretty shimmers. So if you want to see what I did, just stick around. And if you've never been here before, hello, my name is Rachel. I'm a homeschooling stay-at-home mom. I love color, and I love eyeshadow, and I love to combine the two and create colorful eyeshadow looks. I upload several videos every week, 4, 5, 6 videos a week. It's all eyeshadow related content. So if you like what you see and you want to see more, don't forget to like and subscribe and hit the notification bell before you go so you don't miss any new uploads. Now, let's get going. Alright guys, here we go again. A few days ago I did a review of the Alice in Wonderland palette from Sigma. I had used it a few times and my review was basically that I really liked the mattes and the shimmers were pretty but not as impactful as I wanted them to be. So today I thought it would be fun to pair the Alice in Wonderland palette with the Plain Jane palette by Adept. There is one shimmer in here that I particularly want to use today, and it's this one over here. It's a pinky red sort of shimmer. And I may dip into one of the purples to go with it, but I'm not sure. I haven't quite decided. I just know I want to use that pinky one. So I'm going to do the neutral mattes in the Alice palette and then throw on that Plain Jane shimmer. I'm going to prime my eyes first using the Glamlight Icing Primer in the shade White Frosting. I'm not going to chat too much in this video, I think. Famous last words. Because I'm tired and I got almost no sleep last night. I think I got about 2.5 hours of sleep. I went to bed around the time I usually do with my husband, and I could not fall asleep. At the time of this filming, I'm 27 weeks pregnant, and it's starting to get uncomfortable, you know? Belly's starting to get in the way of things, starting to feel more things like heartburn or bloating. I mean, whatever. It's pregnancy. Anyway, I had such trouble falling asleep. I couldn't get comfortable, and then I started to get a stomach ache. I was starting to feel nauseous. And then I had a little bit of heartburn kick in, and I only get heartburn during pregnancy. I just wasn't feeling great. And the longer I laid there not feeling great, the worse I felt. And I thought, okay, maybe I need some food. So I got out of bed and I went downstairs and I ate a snack at midnight. I'm going first in the Sigma palette, the shade Curiouser. It's the dark brown matte. I have used this before off camera and I was surprised by the pigment, but also by how blown out it went right away. So I'm going in very lightly and I'm going to be careful about my application. I'm just placing it on the outer corner and outer crease. And I can always, you can always add more pigment, but you can't take it away if you've placed down too much. Anyway, I had a snack at midnight. I had some yogurt and granola and nuts and fruit and stuff. And I thought, okay, I don't usually eat that late. Usually, eating that late will give me a stomach ache. But this time it didn't. This time it did help a bit. I thought, okay, good. I just needed some food. So I rested for a little while and waited for my stomach to settle. And then I went back upstairs and lay down in bed again. And that didn't work. Because again, after a little while, I'm laying there trying to sleep, and my stomach starts to hurt again. And the heartburn kicks in a little bit more, and I just wasn't resting. So I thought, well, I'm definitely more comfortable if I'm standing, but I can't sleep standing up, so I will go back downstairs where I can prop myself up better on the couch, better than I can on my bed. So I went downstairs and propped myself up with couch pillows right there. Slept there last night. Oh, before I did that, I took some Tums for my heartburn. I got my water and I sat down with a blanket and then I tried to sleep again. And that didn't work either. It was well after 3 a.m. by the time I finally dozed off. And then my husband came downstairs around 6:30. I heard him as he got out of bed because the floor above me creaked. And then I heard him jump in the shower, so I knew what time it was. And then when he opened the bedroom door to come downstairs, I heard him open our daughter's bedroom door to see if I had gone in to sleep with her. Because I've done that now and then. I'm taking this brown and carrying it through my crease a bit more. With the Sigma E38 palette that's in the brush, I'm grabbing the shade 10/6, and I'm putting this just on the edge of the brown to buff it a little bit. I had not gone in to sleep with my daughter. In fact, I was downstairs on the couch, and he came down and gave me a kiss and was like, "Why are you down here?" And then he told me I had to go back to sleep. By that point, it was daylight, and he was out and about and had left the house, and I was like, yeah, I'm not going to go back to sleep. Because I hate sleeping in as a mom. Part of me feels guilty if I sleep and the kids wake up and they need me. But also, it's just so frustrating to sleep in when you know that the children will wake up and they're gonna need you right away. And so it's kind of like trying to play catch up the rest of the day. It's annoying. And see what I mean about the sun? It's coming up right now. This happened a few days ago. I was, ironically enough, when I tried to film the first look with this palette, I started filming and the sun came up right through that window over there and shone this yellow light all over my face. I'm gonna move to the other eye and see if I can complete the video without that sun causing a problem for you guys. Okay, I have no idea if my eyes are matching because I can't get the right lighting on this side, but I'm gonna work on this side and hopefully the sun rising through that window won't mess up your viewing experience too much. I've got the shade Lost on a pencil brush. Lost is the dark black in the palette, and it looks to be a matte with some sparkle in it, but I haven't used it yet, and I'm not sure if it's going to perform like a matte or if it'll perform like a shimmer. Maybe it's a little of both. Anyway, so the long story short, I got 2.5 hours of sleep. And so I don't really have much to say in this video other than I'm kind of tired, and I'm sure that I'll be much more tired later. And I just want to have some fun with my eyeshadow and then probably work on folding laundry before the kids wake up. This is performing like a matte, but it's got some sparkle in it. I wonder how it would be if you treat it as a shimmer, you know, spray it on your brush. It's a nice matte though. It's blending out very nicely and deepening well. You can see that I used the same shades and smoked out the lower lash line. First I took a small blending brush and put down the brown shade, then I took a larger, thinner, fluffy brush and blended it out with that more maroony shade, and then I took the black with a smudger brush and put it just into the lashes in the outer corner. Honestly, my review of the Sigma palette mentioned that I wasn't planning on getting another one, simply because although the mattes are very nice, I wasn't that excited by the shimmers. However, I think that there's something about this that looks very refined. And I know that Sigma is high quality, and I know that their shimmers are nice on aging skin. And I don't know. I might reconsider that decision at some point because something about this looks very sophisticated. It's just really soft and very well blended, and it didn't take that much work. It didn't take any more work than I usually put in, but it somehow looks a bit softer and a little more elegant. Do you see what I mean? Maybe it's just me. I think it looks really nice, really refined. Okay, I'm going to take this Adept shimmer now. I've got a flat C brush like this. I had to find it. The shadow I'm going to start with is called ACI 12. So I'm going to dip into the pan and then spray my brush. This is how I usually apply shimmers. I find that most shimmers like to be applied with a brush that's sprayed. It gives you more precision, controls fallout, and also gives you a bit more of a high shine. However, I'm not sure how the Adept shimmers perform because I haven't used them before really. So I'm going to start this at my, where do I want to start it? I think I'll start it in the center of the lid and see how it goes on. And that's pretty. I know these are multi-chromes. I'd have to swatch and look in non-annoying lighting to see what colors this one is, but it's certainly a pinky red tone. There are people all over the internet who've swatched the Plain Jane palette. If you really want to see good swatches, just look for them, because I don't have the time today and I don't really want to. But this is really pretty. It's going on fine with the brush. I like that. When I did my video, which I can card above for you, where I was talking about some new palettes that had entered my collection, almost all of which were gifts from very generous subscribers, I got several comments, people being so excited that I had the Plain Jane palette. Because it's a nice palette, and it's not a cheap palette. And it's got some really, really pretty shimmers. And I was excited too, because I knew that this palette would really help dress up any look. And so I wanted to play with it today with the Alice palette, because I used the Alice palette twice in the last week. And while I liked the result, it just wasn't quite as oomph as I wanted it to be. And so I figured, well, hey, I can take care of that by throwing on an Adept shimmer. With a smaller flat brush, I've grabbed the white shimmer in the palette called ACI 10. And I'm going to put this at the rest of my inner corner and to highlight the inner corner as well. This one is more, it's a little hard to tell because now I've mixed it a bit with the pink, but I think it's honestly more of a white pink shift. I'm also going to carry this, I'm sorry if the mirror is blocking you. I should just use a bigger mirror, right? Because I don't have contacts in, so it's a matter of making sure I can see what I'm doing. I'm going to carry this ACI 10 shade onto the rest of the inner lower lash line to meet the mattes, which I did carry pretty far in. This will be my inner corner pop. Okay, I think that's how it's going to end up. I think that's the final look. The sun is still in the way. I'm going to go off camera and finish up everything, and I'll be back in just a second to show you guys the end result. Okay, here we go. Here's the final look, everyone. I did a white and black in my waterline. I put white on the inner half and then black on the outer, and I also lined the top waterline with a little bit of black, which I don't usually do, but if I want my look to be a little more smoky, I tend to do that. And then on my lips, I'm wearing the shade Bit of Honey from NYX Butter Gloss. I did some mascara and a winged eyeliner, as you can see. I'm really enjoying doing this little downward flick at the inner corner and then the upward flick at the outer corner. It gives this beautiful cat eye almond shaped sort of thing, and I think it's lovely. I'm not great at it yet, and sometimes I do the inner flick and then it waters a little bit so it bleeds, and it's just not nearly as precise as I'd like, but I think it's pretty and fun. Anyway, the rest of my face, I have the Tulum and Frose palettes from Adept Cosmetics, and I'm not wearing anything else. I don't have a blush on today. I just don't. So that is the whole look. I think that this shimmer from Adept is so beautiful. I love how it's pink but not too pink, and kind of purpley reddish but not too much of those either. It's sort of a morphing kind of color, and then that whiter shimmer on the inner corner has definitely got some pink in it as well, and it's beautiful. I think it's so pretty, and it was so easy to use it to just transform a look. I think the mattes from Sigma have performed beautifully. They've blended, they've built, they're pigmented, they do exactly what I wanted them to do, as long as I stay within how I've found the formula likes to perform, which is that it will blow out pretty easily, so you have to be careful about how you apply it. I think the look is beautiful. I think it's lovely. I hope you guys enjoyed the video and the look. Remember to like and subscribe. It's my baby in the background. Hi-oh! Remember to like and subscribe if you want to see more content. I'm uploading several times every week. And until I see you guys in my next video, I hope you have a great day. Bye!